Waitress slipped note to a biker. Help me escape. Group's response was swift and heroic. The rain that night didn't just fall, it hammered against the cracked pavement of Sal's Diner, a lonely beacon of fluorescent light on a desolate stretch of highway. Inside, the air was thick with the smell of stale coffee and frying grease, but for Clara, the atmosphere felt suffocatingly heavy with fear. To the casual observer, she was just another waitress, refilling cups with a practiced, mechanical smile, but beneath her apron, her heart raced like a trapped bird. Clara wasn't free. She was a prisoner, held in the invisible but ironclad grip of human traffickers. Her captors, a man named Mr. Jones and his silent, looming partner, sat in a booth near the back, their eyes never leaving her. They monitored her every move, every glance, every breath. They had taken her identity, her voice, and her future, reducing her to a commodity. For months, Clara had scanned every face that walked through the door, praying for a savior, yet terrified that hope itself was a dangerous illusion. Then the bell above the door jingled, cutting through the drumming rain. A group of bikers entered, shaking off the water. They were a formidable sight, leather vests adorned with patches, boots heavy on the linoleum, faces weathered by wind and life. Leading them was Rex, a man with a beard like steel wool and eyes that seemed to miss nothing. This was the Serpent's Hand, a club known in some circles for their rough exterior, but in others for an unspoken code of honor. As they settled into the large booths, Clara moved to serve them, her hands trembling slightly as she poured coffee. Mr. Jones watched her from the corner, his gaze sharp and predatory. But something shifted when Clara approached Rex. As she set down the creamer, Rex looked up. He didn't just see a waitress, he saw the micro-tremor in her hand, the way her eyes darted toward the exit and then snapped back to her captors in panic. Rex had a past of his own, a history of seeing people broken by the world and knowing exactly what that look meant. It was the look of someone screaming silently. Clara knew this might be her only chance. The risk was monumental. If Jones saw, the consequences would be brutal. But as Rex gently helped the clumsy cook who had dropped a tray nearby, showing a kindness that contradicted his rugged appearance, Clara felt a surge of desperate courage. She slipped a small folded napkin next to Rex's coffee mug. On it, written in shaky handwriting, were 4 words. "Help me, booth 4. They won't let me leave." She walked away, her legs feeling like lead, returning to the counter where Jones glared at her. She waited, counting the seconds, expecting the worst. Rex unfolded the napkin. His expression didn't change, but his eyes hardened into flint. He read the note once, then twice. He didn't hesitate. He caught the eye of his crew, giving a nearly imperceptible nod. In seconds, the dynamic of the diner shifted. The bikers weren't just customers anymore. They were a unit mobilizing for war. One biker casually stood up and walked outside, blocking the path of Jones' parked sedan with his massive motorcycle, effectively trapping the traffickers inside. Another pulled out a phone, dialing 911 with a calm, authoritative voice, reporting a disturbance and providing the license plate of the suspects. Meanwhile, Rex created a diversion. He loudly knocked over a stack of plates, drawing the attention of everyone in the room, including Jones and his partner. "Hey, watch it!" Jones shouted, standing up, distracted by the commotion. In that split second of chaos, Rex signaled Clara. She didn't need to be told twice. While the bikers formed a human wall between her and the traffickers, Clara slipped behind the counter and bolted toward the kitchen's back exit. The rain greeted her like a baptism. She ran until her lungs burned, not stopping until strong arms caught her. It was Rex. He wrapped a heavy leather jacket around her shivering frame, shielding her from the storm and the eyes of the world. "They're calling the police," Rex said, his voice low and steady. "You're safe now, Clara. We've got you." When the sirens wailed in the distance, blue and red lights painting the wet asphalt, Jones and his partner tried to run, only to find their path blocked by the Serpent's Hand. The police arrived to find the traffickers surrounded by a circle of bikers who refused to move until justice was served. That night, Clara didn't just escape a diner, she escaped a life of darkness. 5 years is a long time, yet for a survivor, it can feel like both a lifetime and a blink of an eye. Today, Clara stands in a bright, sunlit office, no longer the trembling girl in the apron. She is confident, radiant, and powerful. She co-founded the Aegis Initiative, a nonprofit organization dedicated to rescuing survivors of human trafficking and helping them rebuild their lives. Her testimony, given with unwavering strength, led to the dismantling of several rings and the rescue of over 24 women who were lost in the same shadows she once inhabited. But Clara never forgot the night the rain saved her. The Serpent's hand, led by Rex, remained a foundational pillar of her life. They weren't just rescuers, they became family. The bikers provided security for Aegis events, helped transport survivors to safe houses, and organized massive fundraising rides that brought in millions for the cause. They proved that stereotypes are often wrong. Heroes don't always wear capes. Sometimes they wear leather and ride motorcycles. On the anniversary of her rescue, Clara and Rex stood together on the porch of the Aegis shelter, watching the sunset. The sky was clear, a stark contrast to the stormy night that changed everything. "You know, Clara," said Clara softly, looking at the man who had listened when she couldn't speak, "people think heroes are extraordinary, but that night, you were just a guy having dinner." Rex smiled, a rare, genuine expression that crinkled the corners of his eyes. "And you were just a waitress serving coffee. That's the thing, Clara. Heroes aren't born. They're made in the moment someone chooses to act when others look away. You had the courage to ask. We just had the duty to answer." Their story is a testament to the power of human connection. It reminds us that kindness can ripple outward, turning a single act of bravery into a movement that saves countless lives. It shows that no matter how dark the night, there is always someone willing to block the road, make the call, and offer a hand. If this story touched your heart and restored your faith in humanity, please remember that kindness is contagious. If you believe in second chances and the power of ordinary people doing extraordinary things, please like this video, share it with your friends and family, and subscribe to our channel. Your support helps us spread these emotional stories of hope to millions of people around the globe who need to hear that they are not alone. Don't forget to tell us in the comments where you are watching from. Let's fill this community with love and light from every corner of the world. Together, we can make a difference. Thanks for watching.